So Texans are out there, and they're running around doing stuff against air, a lot of stuff against air. And it looks like Titus Howard is playing tackle for them this year.
Yes.
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 I mean, that was a question.
No, we got the right answer. Luckily, anything that doesn't make sense, at least right now, is not currently in play. Yeah, your two best tackles, Titus Howard and Laramie Tunsil, are playing tackle. And Lovie Smith said, oh, yeah, Charlie Heck, yeah, he's a good backup. We got to have some backups. We want to be too deep. And I'm like, oh, thank God Heck's not starting. Because I don't know what's going on over that. Like with David, let's just be honest. I mean, the David Culley thing, I think, was really bad. Now that I look back at it, he should have.
You did that. You shouldn't have done that to him.
It wasn't fair to him. It was a good payday.
But Marlon Mack is here in the running back situation. And yesterday we talked about the best offensive weapon groups in the NFL. And the Texans finished, in the last group because they just don't have any offensive weapons. But they didn't even mention Dameon Pierce on there. They've got Rex Burkhead and Marlon Mack as the two-headed back. Dameon Pierce is going to play a much bigger role. But Dameon Pierce is going to play a role with this football team, especially in short yardage situations. Dameon Pierce will be on the field. That dude picks up yards after contact. He is a bull. So you can count on him. Is Marlon Mack, in your eyes, the starting running back for this football team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because
he's got NFL, I think Lovey will default to the veteran.
Yeah, they did that last year too. They gave Philip Lindsay his shot, and that was just awful. And David Johnson his shot, and that was just awful. And Rex Burkhead showed some stuff, but he was, hurt a lot of the time. He was able to come back, and for what I mean, they like Rex Burkhead, and they decided they were gonna have him here again. Of course, it's a Patriot thing, but Marlon Mack yesterday, Lovie Smith talked about him.
When we go out and look at players, some people look, okay, let me see their bad plays. I like to see the good plays, to see if we're coaching up a guy, see his best. And Marlon has been a productive player in the league, and we look at his best years he's had. Sometimes you need a change of scenery, a new team. I know he's fit in well with our group.
That was the day before, not yesterday, and that was about Marlon Mack, and you talked about that. Is look for the good stuff and not the bad.
Yeah, it was Jerry Angelo once told me that. I'll never forget. It was 2015, and I was in a hotel room Jerry told me in the fall of 2014. He said, Lance, when you look at these players, it's important that, he said, anybody can machine gun these guys. Anybody can tell you what's wrong with the player. What you have to do is find what's right with the player. You have to look for the things that a player can do, not what they can't do. Because what they can't do is not going to change, but what they can do is also going to help you potentially win. Marlon Mack just has to stay healthy. Marlon Mack is a good back. I don't know if he has as much juice as he did coming into the league with the he didn't compared to Jonathan Taylor. But Taylor is Taylor's a very juicy player.
He's the best back in the league.
Right? Yeah, so that's that. But I think the Texans could have a sneaky little trio of backs. You still have Burkhead, who can catch the ball in the backfield. You have Dameon Pierce, who is, like you said, it's a hard running guy who's going to get every yard there is out of a run. And then you have Marlon Mack, who has size, has some physicality, but also has some speed in the open field. So this is kind of an interesting combination. Now, it's a more interesting combination than they had last year, but also hopefully the offensive line with A.J. Cann at one of the guard spots, with Tunsil coming back, hopefully with, he would never come to practice now, but with Tunsil hopefully coming back, and if he wants to play football this year with Titus Howard, if he stays out on the field, I think they have a chance to, the running game, maybe to get to 19th in the league.
That'd be nice.
I think those are the kind of steps
19th in the league?
19th would be a huge step up.
Huge step.
From what, last?
Last.
Okay, 24th.
19th.
I need it. Nah, 19th.
No, you said 19th.
Yeah, it's too high.
No, you said 19th.
20. They could have a chance to be 24th.
1, 2, 3, no takebacks.